1. In this video, we're featuring a 1979 GMC Jimmy, currently available for sale on Facebook Marketplace. The seller is asking for $9,000, and it's important to note that I always strive to provide an honest overview of the vehicles I feature. According to the seller's description, this GMC Jimmy has been driven for 76,000 miles and features an automatic transmission. The exterior is brown while the interior comes in a gold color. The vehicle runs on gasoline and is claimed to be in good condition by the seller. It's crucial to emphasize that the seller mentioned the car is in its original condition, meeting the expectations of a 45-year-old classic square body. The Jimmy is equipped with a 350 engine, 4x4 capability, and is convertible. The seller also highlights that they are the third owner and have made some recent upgrades, including new tires, brakes, and brake lines. However, the seller also mentions that the vehicle has some rust, so it's essential for potential buyers to be aware of this aspect. As always, I aim to present the information as accurately as possible, ensuring that viewers have a clear understanding of the vehicle's condition based on the seller's description. Lastly, the seller is open to considering delivery, which could be an additional factor for potential buyers to consider. Be sure to check the ad for any updates or changes to the listing, and as with any used car purchase, it's advisable for buyers to conduct a thorough inspection before making a decision. 2. Certainly. In my video about the 1984 Oldsmobile 88 Royale currently listed for $1,700 on Facebook Marketplace, I want to provide you with an honest overview. The seller describes it as a project car with 100,000 miles, an automatic transmission, and a brown exterior color. According to the seller, the car runs and drives, and the frame is solid. However, it's essential to note that there are some issues. The car needs carburetor work, and the seller mentions having a new carburetor. Additionally, the left head gasket is reported to be bad. Considering these details, it's crucial to highlight the transparency of the seller's description. If the car is in poor condition, it's important to convey that information to potential buyers. This way, viewers can make an informed decision before considering the purchase. Providing an honest and comprehensive overview of the car's current state will help your audience better understand the value and potential challenges associated with this particular Oldsmobile 88. 3. Introducing the 1974 Dodge Charger, a classic gem currently up for grabs at an enticing price of $3,000 on Facebook Marketplace. Buckle up, folks, as we delve into the details of this vintage beauty. The seller lays it all out there, being upfront about the car's condition. Described as a project car, the seller acknowledges that time constraints and a surplus of projects have prompted the sale. Transparency is key, and they apologize for any delay in responses due to overwhelming interest. Under the hood, you'll find a 74 Charger SE with a 318 engine that's undergone a .030 overbore, featuring a 2500 stall converter and a 904 transmission with a B&M shift kit. The performance is enhanced with 411 gears and a B&M shifter, a departure from its original column setup. For the true gearheads, an 8 3/4 rear-end housing, axles, and center section are also part of the package. The exterior is adorned in a vibrant orange, though the interior color is left to your imagination. The seller hints at the car's potential with mention of retaining most of the chrome. However, the body requires some attention, a testament to its status as a project car. Keep in mind that the seller is managing a flurry of interest, with a queue of potential buyers already lined up. If you're ready to take on a restoration project or add this Charger to your collection, act swiftly. Happy hunting, fellow car enthusiasts! 4. Introducing the 1963 Mercury Meteor, a classic beauty that has stood the test of time. Priced at $5,850, this vintage gem is currently up for grabs on Facebook Marketplace. Now let's dive into the details. The seller paints a picture of nostalgia with a modest price tag of $5,850. However, transparency is key, and if the description mentions the car's poor condition, let's acknowledge it. Honesty is the foundation of trust, and potential buyers deserve to know exactly what they are getting. As per the seller's ad, this Mercury Meteor has covered a modest 43,000 miles and boasts an automatic transmission. The classic combination of a white exterior and beige interior adds to its timeless appeal. The seller emphasizes the car's reliability, stating that it runs and drives perfectly. With good tires, automatic transmission, and power steering, it's positioned as a comfortable and convenient ride. The six-cylinder engine adds a touch of simplicity to the driving experience. Highlighting the positives, the interior is described as being in perfect shape, underlining the care that has been given to maintaining this classic vehicle. The low original mileage of 43,000 miles further adds to its allure for collectors and enthusiasts. 5. Now we're taking a closer look at a 1985 Chevrolet Monte Carlo listed on Facebook Marketplace with an asking price of $7,500. The seller claims it's currently in great condition and an excellent running vehicle. According to the description, the car has been driven for a modest 26,000 miles and comes with an automatic transmission. The exterior and interior both sport a tan color scheme, offering a classic and timeless look. The seller points out that this Monte Carlo has had only 2 owners and is fully paid off with a clean title, which is always a positive aspect for potential buyers. It's reassuring to know that there are no significant damages or problems reported by the seller. This is particularly important for transparency in the buying process. However, it's important to note that the term "great condition" can vary between individuals. What one person considers great, another might see differently. As with any used car purchase, it's advisable to inspect the vehicle in person or request additional photos to get a better understanding of its actual condition. In summary, this Monte Carlo seems promising based on the seller's positive description. Still, I would recommend reaching out to the seller for more details, possibly scheduling a viewing to ensure it aligns with your expectations. Always conduct thorough due diligence when making a classic car purchase, and remember, transparency is key for both buyers and sellers. Happy car hunting! 6. Introducing the 1965 American Rambler, currently available for $4,200 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty, with a mileage of 87,966, boasts an automatic transmission and comes in an attractive blue exterior with a matching blue interior. The seller assures a clean title, and the vehicle is described as having solid floors and trunk. According to the seller, this American Rambler runs well and moves straight down the road, having recently undergone an alignment. The car features good tires and brakes, along with essential amenities such as heat, horn, and radio. What's more, the seller is sweetening the deal by including a trunk full of extra goodies like weather stripping and bushings. Despite its age, this American-made classic remains intact and complete, powered by a 6-cylinder engine and equipped with an automatic column shifter. The seller emphasizes that the price is firm, reflecting the value of this vintage vehicle. The seller, located between Buffalo and Niagara Falls, New York, explicitly states that they won't entertain inquiries about availability or negotiate on the price. It's important to note that the seller's description doesn't highlight any significant damage or issues with the car, reinforcing the notion that this Rambler is a solid and reliable investment. However, always consider the honesty and transparency of the seller and inspect the car thoroughly to ensure it aligns with your expectations. Happy car hunting! I-7. Introducing the 1979 Ford Mustang Cobra, currently available for $9,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty comes with a unique twist, as it's presented as a drag car with an intriguing backstory. The odometer reads 100,000 miles and the car boasts an automatic transmission. The exterior is painted in a striking red, complemented by a silver interior. Powered by gasoline, this Mustang has been fully paid off, offering peace of mind to potential buyers. Delving into the seller's own description, transparency is key. The car, acquired through a trade, comes with some unknowns, but certain features have been highlighted. The heart of this beast is a 406 solid cam engine of unspecified specs, known for its rowdy performance. Under the hood, a small block Chevy is mated to a 2-speed power glide transmission, ensuring a thrilling ride. The 9-inch Ford rear is narrowed, supporting massive 31x18. 5x15 rear tires for that unmistakable drag car look. Safety is a priority with a 10-point roll cage NHRA certified, and recent upgrades include a new manual rack and pinion, as well as PBR front disc brakes assembly. The car features a removable steering wheel and a battery shutoff, although a high-torque starter is recommended. The seller, unfortunately, had to halt progress on transforming this drag car into a street-legal machine due to a change in circumstances, losing the garage space. The asking price of $9,000, or best offer, reflects this situation. The seller mentions the need for a better paint job and the reconnection of the exhaust and wiring to hit the streets again. The ad emphasizes a sincere and straightforward approach, admitting to the car's current status and potential areas that need attention. The seller is open to trades but specifies no projects, seeking older trucks or a quality Jeep Cherokee. Importantly, lowball offers and inquiries about availability after the sale will not be entertained, emphasizing a serious and straightforward transaction. For enthusiasts seeking a unique project or a ready-to-roar drag car, this Ford Mustang presents an exciting opportunity, with a touch of mystery and potential for customization. 8. In this 1985 Chevrolet Celebrity priced at $3,800, the odometer shows a modest 41,000 miles, and it comes with an automatic transmission. The exterior is painted in a classic blue, complemented by a gray interior. The four-cylinder 2.5L engine ensures efficiency in fuel consumption running on gasoline. One key point to note is that the vehicle is described as having no significant damage or problems, and the seller emphasizes that it runs and drives. The interior is reported to be in good condition, offering a comfortable space for occupants. It's important to mention that the vehicle has a clean title and is fully paid off. This can be reassuring for potential buyers as it indicates a clear ownership history. However, it's always recommended to conduct a thorough inspection or request additional details, especially when buying a classic car. 9. We're taking a close look at a 1978 Dodge D150 listed on Facebook Marketplace with an asking price of $1,800. Let's dive into the details and be upfront about its current condition, as honesty is our policy here. The odometer reads 99,966 miles, and it comes with an automatic transmission. The exterior and interior are both in black, giving it a sleek and classic appearance. It runs on gasoline, and the good news is that the vehicle is fully paid off, and the seller has a clear title in hand. Now, according to the seller's description, this D150 is a project that they've been saving for a long time. The engine is not stuck, which is a positive sign, but it's important to note that the car is being sold in its current state for $1,800. The seller emphasizes that the price is firm, with no room for trades. It's refreshing to see a clear and straightforward approach in the seller's description. They acknowledge that it's a project, giving potential buyers a realistic expectation. Remember, honesty builds trust in the car community. So if you're up for a project and have the skills to breathe new life into this D150, it might be a great opportunity for you. As always, make sure to inspect the vehicle thoroughly and perhaps consult with a mechanic before making any decisions. And there you have it, folks. If you're interested, head over to the Facebook Marketplace listing for more details. Happy hunting, and may the road ahead be filled with classic car adventures. 10. Introducing the 1955 Packard Patrician, currently available for $4,500 on Facebook Marketplace. Let's dive into the details with an honest overview. This vintage beauty, with a charming combination of white exterior and blue interior, has seen its fair share of the road, boasting a mileage of 100,000 miles. The seller describes it as a project, emphasizing that it runs and drives but falls short of being deemed roadworthy. The car has been given some attention, having been driven around the block and up and down the road after sitting idle for many years. The extensive list of features includes power, everything: windows, seats, antenna, brakes, suspension, steering, and more. The seller has invested effort in making it more road-ready, patching one driver pan, rebuilding the power brake treadle vac brake booster, and replacing front brake components. While the front brakes are in good shape, some work is needed on the rear brakes. Under the hood, the engine has received attention with a carburetor cleanup, a change of cap, rotor, and plug wires. The seller notes that it runs well but can be a bit cold-blooded. This classic project car holds immense potential for enthusiasts, and the seller is seeking a new owner who can invest the love and effort it deserves. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that this Packard Patrician is a project, and the seller is straightforward about its condition. With a price tag of $4,500, it's a fair deal for those who appreciate the allure of a restoration project. The seller's genuine description and transparency about the car's needs add authenticity to the listing. making it an attractive prospect for someone ready to take on this very cool project. 11. Introducing the 1980 Mercury Capri base, currently available for $8,500 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty boasts a mileage of 86,500 miles and features a manual transmission. The exterior is a sleek gray, complemented by a vibrant red interior. The car runs on gasoline and has had 3+ owners, with the reassuring note that it is fully paid off. As a seasoned classic car expert with 15 years of experience, I believe in providing you with an honest overview. The seller describes this Capri as a classic head-turner, kinda, which sets the stage for a unique ownership experience. The recent upgrades include a list of new components showcasing the owner's dedication to keeping this classic in top shape. From a new carburetor to radiator hoses, all lines, U-joints, and more, this Capri has seen some significant improvements. However, transparency is key. The seller openly mentions the areas that require attention. The car needs new shock absorbers/towers, a washer fluid motor, and an exchange speedo gear. Reads wrong due to the wheel size. Additionally, there's a mention of required bushings. As your trusted classic car source, I want to emphasize that the vehicle is in need of these specific repairs. It's essential for potential buyers to have a clear understanding of both the positive aspects and the areas that may require additional investment. In conclusion, this Capri base is a classic gem with a fair asking price. But buyers should consider the described needs and factor them into their decision-making process. If you're a fan of classic cars and enjoy the thrill of restoration projects, this Capri might just be the perfect addition to your collection. 12. Introducing the 1,978 mg MGB, currently up for grabs at an enticing price of $1,900 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty comes with a manual transmission, showcasing its authentic driving experience. The exterior boasts a charming green hue, while the interior exudes a sleek black finish. As a gasoline-powered vehicle, this MGB promises an exciting journey for any enthusiast. Now let's address the details mentioned by the seller in their candid description. The car is acknowledged to run and drive, though a new battery will be on your to-do list. Embracing transparency, it's important to note that this MGB has experienced hail damage, adding a touch of character to its history. Despite the cosmetic challenge, the tires are reported to be in good condition, and all components seem to be intact. This straightforward portrayal is aimed at providing potential buyers with a clear understanding of the car's current state. For those who appreciate honesty in a restoration project, this MG might just be the ideal opportunity. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into the world of classic cars on my Facebook Marketplace exploration videos. 13. The 1977 Oldsmobile Toronado, priced at $5,800, is currently available for sale on Facebook Marketplace. This classic car, with a mileage of 117,000 miles, features an automatic transmission and boasts an eye-catching exterior color of orange complemented by a gray interior. The vehicle runs on gasoline and comes with a clean title, having had only 2 owners. According to the seller's description, the car is in overall good shape for its age, with a solid body and the potential for various uses. Despite being categorized as in poor condition, the seller emphasizes that the vehicle runs and drives well, making it suitable for daily commuting. Although it may require some attention due to its age, the price is deemed reasonable considering the condition. The seller has undertaken several upgrades and maintenance efforts, including the installation of LED headlights, adjustments to the high-low beams, and the addition of driving running lights. Headlight relays have been installed, and the battery terminals have been upgraded to top-post military grades, accompanied by a new battery. The driver's side door seals have been attempted to be redone with universal rubbers, and while it might need OEM-style replacements, the process should be straightforward since no glue was used. Other improvements include the replacement of the coolant proportion valve for heat functionality, ensuring that all light bulbs are in working order, and a recent oil change with a recommendation to add zinc for flat tappet camshaft engines. The soft vacuum lines have been redone as well. It's important to note that, despite the positive aspects highlighted by the seller, the car is acknowledged to be in a condition that may require some attention and additional restoration due to its age. This transparent communication aims to provide potential buyers with a clear understanding of the vehicle's state. 14. Introducing the 1980 Toyota Pickup DLX, a classic gem currently available for $6,500. This truck, with a mileage of 99,737 miles, boasts a manual transmission and a charming blue exterior matched with a blue interior. Fueled by gasoline and holding a clean title, this Toyota pickup has been meticulously cared for, evident in its description provided by the seller. According to the seller, the vehicle is in excellent condition with no significant damage or problems. The engine has seen recent upgrades, featuring a used head with new valve stem seals and head gasket, exhibiting good compression on all 4 cylinders. The bottom end is reported to be tight, registering 4 bars at 2,500 revolutions per minute. The truck has undergone a Weber carb conversion, jetted for altitude, and recently sonic cleaned. Additional mechanical improvements include a new front main seal, a rebuilt axle with fresh shims, seals, and bearings from last year, and new Spicer U-joints. Equipped with a 4-lift, it rides on 33 Goodyear Wranglers mounted on factory steel wheels. In terms of comfort and functionality, the interior has been upgraded with a second-generation bench seat, complemented by Lexus speakers and a mini Cobra CB radio. The seller is including parts for an EGR and air pump delete. The seller, located in Windsor, Colorado, asserts that the vehicle has passed emissions and is ready for a new owner. The asking price is $6,500, with the seller open to the best reasonable offer. For those interested in this pickup DLX, act promptly and reach out to the seller to discuss further details or to arrange a viewing in Windsor, Colorado. Now we're taking a closer look at a 1963 Dodge Polara listed for sale at $4,500 on Facebook Marketplace. Let's dive into the details and provide an honest overview. This 63 Polara comes equipped with a 383 big block V8 and a push-button automatic transmission. The odometer reads 98,055 miles. The exterior is a vibrant turquoise complemented by an off-white interior. The seller's description sheds light on the vehicle's current state. Purchased just a month ago with intentions to rebuild, the seller's daily driver experienced a transmission issue, necessitating the need for quick funds. The Polara has a clear title, and despite initial idling issues, the seller has addressed and improved the situation. Although it still idles a bit high, the seller assures it's an easy fix. The car requires attention to brakes and a coolant tank. But the seller believes these are the only immediate needs. Notably, the original build sheet is present on the back of the rear seat. It's important to acknowledge the seller's transparency about the car's condition. If described as in poor condition, we stand by that assessment, ensuring sincerity in our words. If you're considering this Dodge Polara, keep in mind the disclosed issues and the potential for a rewarding restoration project. Feel free to reach out with any questions or to arrange a viewing. 16. Introducing the 1982 Volkswagen Rabbit LS Diesel, currently available for $2,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic car, with a history spanning 15,900 miles, features an automatic transmission and showcases an elegant white exterior complemented by a vibrant red interior. The vehicle runs on diesel and boasts a clean title, with 3+ owners in its past. According to the seller, the Rabbit LS Diesel has been well maintained, with recent upgrades including a new valve cover gasket, rear bearings, rear drum brakes, ignition, and a fresh oil change. The stereo, heater, turn signals, and all lights are in working order, providing a comprehensive package for potential buyers. However, it's important to note the seller's candid admission of the car's current state. The seller mentions a potential issue with the starter or a loose plug, which has affected the car's ability to run smoothly. The seller plans to address this, which may lead to a price increase. In the interest of full transparency, the seller has also outlined some aspects that need attention. The exhaust hangers are worn out, the car comes with adjustable coilovers but lacks the key to raise them, and there's a need for new struts for the hatch to stay open independently. Additionally, the injector lines and fuel line require some attention. Despite these challenges, the seller is asking for $2,000 or best offer. They are open to trades but explicitly request serious offers and discourage lowballing or attempts to trade with subpar vehicles. 17. Now, we've got a 1985 Dodge Ramcharger S up for grabs at $7,500 on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I always strive for transparency in my videos, so if the seller mentions that the car is in poor condition, I won't shy away from that. According to the ad, This Ramcharger has been driven for 5,800 miles and comes with an automatic transmission. The exterior is silver, complemented by a red interior. It runs on gasoline and has had 3+ owners. The seller describes it as pretty solid and located in Great Bend. Some recent upgrades include a new radiator, cap, rotor, plugs, wires, fuel pump, and filter. However, it's important to note that the seller mentions it still needs a few things. So, potential buyers, take note. This Ramcharger is paid off. But it's always a good idea to inspect it thoroughly, considering the mentioned upgrades and the additional work it may require. Remember, honesty is key in the classic car world. If you're interested, don't hesitate to check out the ad and reach out to the seller for more details. Happy hunting! 18. Introducing the 1985 Chevrolet Chevette CS, currently available for $2,500 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty, despite being in poor condition, has a unique charm that might just be the project car you've been searching for. Clocking in at 104,000 miles, this Chevette CS comes with an automatic transmission and features a timeless white exterior with a complementing blue interior. The seller assures us that this vehicle is fully paid off. According to the seller's description, this 1985 Chevette CS has received some recent TLC, including new front and rear shocks, front brakes, and calipers, along with various other replaced parts. However, it's important to note that the car does have its quirks. It tends to leak a bit of oil, and the power steering can be intermittent. Despite these issues, the seller emphasizes the car's reliability, assuring potential buyers that it starts every time. If you're a DIY enthusiast looking for a project or someone who appreciates the nostalgia of a classic car, this Chevette CS might be the diamond in the rough you've been waiting for. Transparency is key, and the seller's upfront acknowledgement of the car's imperfections indicates sincerity. Always consider the potential costs of repairs and maintenance, but if you're up for the challenge, this Chevrolet Chevette CS could be a rewarding addition to your collection. 19. Introducing the 1982 Cadillac Eldorado, currently available for $10,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty boasts a mileage of 59,345 miles and comes with an automatic transmission. The exterior is adorned in a timeless beige hue, while the interior color remains unspecified. Fueled by gasoline, this Eldorado has had the privilege of being owned by 2 individuals, holding a clean title. The seller proudly claims that the vehicle has been well maintained, assuring potential buyers that there are no significant damages or problems. However, it's crucial to note that the seller indicates the car is in original condition, but mentions the driver's seat needs to be reposted. Despite this, the Eldorado runs great, and the seller has recently equipped it with new tires and a sound system. Importantly, the seller has firmly set the price at $10,000 and requests serious buyers only. This upfront statement emphasizes transparency and ensures that potential buyers are fully aware of the seller's expectations. As always, it's advisable to thoroughly inspect the vehicle and possibly seek a professional opinion before making any purchase decisions. 20. In the end, we're taking a look at a 1980 Chevrolet Camaro listed for $5,500 on Facebook Marketplace. As always, I aim to provide you with an honest overview of the car, taking into account both the seller's description and my own insights from 15 years of experience. The odometer reads 145,000 miles, and the Camaro is equipped with an automatic transmission. The exterior is black, complemented by a black leather interior. Now let's dive into the seller's own words. According to the seller, this Camaro is a sports coupe with a 5.7L engine featuring headers, dual exhaust with an H-pipe, a new intake, and carburetor. The transmission is said to be new, and the car comes with an all-leather interior in good condition. The body and floors are described as rust-free. However, the seller mentions that the hood is currently sitting on the car due to interference with the intake and carb. They had plans to purchase a cowl hood. The Camaro is presented as a turnkey car that just needs finishing touches. It's important to note that the seller is transparent about the car's current state and mentions the need for a cowl hood. The asking price is $5,500, but the seller is open to offers, OBO, and might consider trades, particularly for older trucks or cars. If you're interested, make sure to ask the seller about any additional details or specific concerns you may have. As always, transparency is key, and it's great that the seller has provided detailed information about the Camaro's condition and potential areas for improvement. 21. In this overview, we have a 1975 Chevrolet Camaro listed for sale on Facebook Marketplace at a price of $8,500. According to the seller's description, the car is a rally sport model equipped with a 350 engine and an automatic transmission. The odometer indicates it has been driven for 90,000 miles. The exterior color is burgundy, matching the interior color. The seller mentions that the car runs and drives great, and it comes with newer tires. However, it's important to note that there's damage to the left front fender and there is a missing piece of chrome on the front windshield. Additionally, the car requires both front interior door panels. Despite these issues, the rest of the interior is described as very nice. The seller is upfront about the car having a rebuilt title due to the mentioned damage. They claim that it has already been inspected and believe it would be a straightforward project. The car is currently located in Lucasville, Ohio. It's crucial to consider the disclosed damages and the rebuilt title when assessing the overall condition of the car. This transparency from the seller allows potential buyers to make informed decisions about the purchase. 22. In this 1965 Ford Mustang overview video, we're taking a closer look at a classic beauty listed on Facebook Marketplace for $6,800. Transparency is key, so let's dive into the details. According to the seller's description, this Mustang has been driven 70,000 miles and features a 289 V8 motor paired with a 3-speed manual transmission. The exterior boasts a striking red color, complemented by a black interior. The seller emphasizes that the car runs, drives, and stops effectively, showcasing its mechanical functionality. Noteworthy is the assurance that essential components like lights, blinkers, and brake lights are in working order, highlighting the vehicle's roadworthiness. Acknowledging the seller's honesty, it's mentioned that the car is considered to be in good shape for its age. However, it's crucial to point out that the seller did not specify the overall condition explicitly. As a potential buyer, it's essential to inquire further about specific areas that might affect the overall assessment, especially since the asking price is set at $6,800. It's also worth noting that while the interior is described as perfect with no rips or tears on the seats, this doesn't necessarily speak to the entire condition of the vehicle. As with any classic car, a thorough inspection would be recommended to assess the overall state, considering factors such as rust, engine health, and other potential issues common in vintage vehicles. In conclusion, this Ford Mustang presents itself as a promising option with its attractive exterior, functional features, and a seemingly well-maintained interior. However, as a responsible classic car enthusiast, it's important to further investigate and perhaps even arrange an in-person inspection to ensure that both the seller's and your expectations align. 23. Introducing the 1979 Chevrolet Nova, currently available for $9,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty, with a bold red exterior and sleek black interior, has a unique history, having been driven 113,000 miles over the years. Under the hood, you'll find a robust 350 engine that was rebuilt just 6 months ago. The motor boasts a 30 overbore and a powerful configuration featuring 1 TRW 13cc dome pistons, World Product Sportsman heads, Clevite H-Series race bearings, a forged crank with pink rods, and 1.6 roller rockers. The engine setup is complemented by a Holley 750 Street Brawler carburetor and a 2800 3000 stall converter for that extra kick. Noteworthy features include a Howard 560/560 cam kit, a triple pass radiator, and a new fuel tank to ensure optimal performance. The transmission comes equipped with a shift kit, although it's worth noting that it was installed before the current owner acquired the vehicle. On the inside, you'll find comfort and convenience with a new BT radio and Rockford Fosgate 6X9 speakers. The air conditioning is in working order, although the heater core needs attention for full heat functionality. With a detailed seller's description, transparency is key. The owner has meticulously outlined the recent engine build, transmission modifications, and even mentioned areas that may need attention, such as the heater core. This level of detail showcases honesty and provides potential buyers with a clear understanding of the car's condition. While priced at $9,000, it's crucial to consider the comprehensive modifications and improvements made to the vehicle. If the seller explicitly states that the car is in poor condition, it's important to take their words seriously. Interested buyers should carefully assess the information provided and, if possible, inspect the vehicle in person to make an informed decision. 24. Introducing the 1984 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, currently available for $7,000 on Facebook Marketplace. This classic beauty comes with an automatic transmission and boasts a sleek black exterior. The interior color is not specified in the seller's description. Fueling its power is good old gasoline. And the best part, this vehicle is fully paid off with a clean title. The seller emphasizes the Monte Carlo's reliability, assuring potential buyers that there are no significant damages or problems. As for the seller's own words, they describe this SS Monte Carlo as a no-nonsense deal, no trades accepted. According to the seller, there's nothing wrong with the car. In fact, they encourage you to drive it home. While the engine runs smoothly, they do mention some interior cosmetic issues, specifically noting the need for a couple of dash pieces and plastics. Priced at $7,000 or best offer, this Monte Carlo is available for serious buyers only. The seller is facilitating the sale on behalf of a friend, and the title is ready and waiting. So, if you're on the hunt for a reliable classic ride with a bit of interior character, this might just be the one for you. Don't miss out. Seize the opportunity to own a piece of automotive history. 25. Introducing the 1976 Ford Elite Base, a classic beauty listed at an attractive price of $7,500 on Facebook Marketplace. This vintage gem, with a mere 19,872 miles on the odometer, is currently up for grabs. Painted in a captivating blue hue both inside and out, this car boasts a genuine charm. The automatic transmission, powered by a 351 W2 BBL engine, promises a smooth ride for its lucky owner. The seller proudly claims a remarkable 95% originality and emphasizes a crucial selling point: no rust issues, a testament to its well-preserved condition. Equipped with modern conveniences such as air conditioning, power brakes, and power steering, this classic is designed for comfort. The seller attests that the car runs, drives, and stops impressively well. Having spent most of its life snug in a garage, it's a rare find for enthusiasts looking for a cruiser with authenticity. However, honesty is the best policy, and the seller doesn't shy away from acknowledging the car's imperfections. While the fuel gauge, right turn indicator, radio, and carburetor need attention, the seller assures potential buyers that the engine, with some use, only improves. It's a testament to the resilience of this vintage vehicle. The seller discloses a previous repair on the right rear quarter panel, which was skillfully handled, leaving the car looking good. With a sense of humor, the seller mentions that the car has seen the light of day primarily on sunny occasions, adding a personal touch to the vehicle's history. In conclusion, if you're in the market for a classic car that combines authenticity with a few charming quirks, this Elite Base might be the perfect match. Tagged and insured, it's ready for a new owner to take the wheel and continue its journey into the future.